Hey, what's going on, everyone? Zoop here, and wow, what a past few days. Actually, week really. It's been quite crazy. We've had a heat wave here in Virginia. I turned 40. Yeah, I'm an old fogey now, right? Actually, I'm still a little bit younger than the average age of the North America World of Warships player. So I can feel good about that, I guess. But the title of this video, obviously, what is done in the way forward. And, you know, this is going to be the last time I talk about everything that happened, just because I want to get a few final things off my chest. You know, nothing drama related, obviously. I think for those of you that have followed me long enough, know that's absolutely not my style. But yeah, what's done is done. You know, moving forward, I hold no animosity towards wargaming. I don't. In the scheme of things, they were doing what they thought was best for their company image, or at least North America was. I think the decision probably came from there, more from Russia, because let's be honest, Russia don't care. They don't care at all. It's funny when you're saying Russia cares more, or at least just really doesn't bother with the whole freedom of speech thing than the U.S. But no, they were doing what they thought was best for their brand image. So, you know, I hold no animosity towards them. You know, I told them some things in private that they could do to just better the program and themselves as a team. So, you know, maybe they'll follow it, maybe they won't. So it's okay. As for the game in general, you know, I'm going to continue to play. Obviously, I really can't be called a wargaming shill anymore. I guess that's a positive thing. So for those of you that are looking for that, you're not going to get that shilling anymore. I mean, I never thought I was. I just someone that really enjoyed the game and was enthusiastic about it and tried to be positive about it, even though there's at times a lot of negative stuff going on. But yeah, so there's that as well. I'm still going to make content, maybe not as much. Definitely not going to be the whole review thing, just because at this point I really don't feel like I should give wargaming any money, and I don't think they deserve mine at this point, but that's just my own opinion. And plus, I've got enough ships and ship lines to keep me busy from this day until Kingdom comes. So I'm still going to keep doing my thing in World of Warships. I'm still going to be that positive player in-game like I always have, and just try and be a force for good in the community. As for everything that happened the past couple days, I'm over it. So I got my licks in on some of the other community figures that disparaged me or tried to rile things up. I think I said my last piece last night on Twitter regarding someone here in North America, and I'm done. I'm done. So I hold no animosity moving forward towards them or anyone else. It's part of the game. It really is. I know it. That's the way the gaming community is. It's unfortunate, but sometimes there's an advantage to being that way, and you can get ahead that way. So again, I think I said this the other day, but keep that in mind if you want to be a community contributor. You know, I'm not telling you not to. There are a lot of benefits to it, but also just be prepared, because it is cutthroat. It is. And you know, fortunately, I'm not in a position where it's my career or my primary source of income. But yeah, that's the way it is. So I'm going back to the way things were before all this happened. You're not going to see me mentioning any other community contributors or community figures in a disparaging way. That's how it was before. I got my licks in. I said my piece, had my back and forths, and I'm going back to that. So the only times you'll hear me mention one is if it's in a positive manner, because that's who I am and that's the way I've been, and I'm not going to change that because of anything that's happened. I still care about this community and the players in it. Yeah, that's the way it is. That, for me, that is the way forward. And again, you might see some other stuff pop up on YouTube, unwarships related. You know, a little more astronomy stuff, because I do love that. A little more Star Wars stuff, because I do love that. And, you know, my involvement and charity for that. So moving forward, you'll see a little more of that. If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to watch. But if you do like it, it's there for you. And again, one last thing I do want to say about the whole community aspect. I know a lot of you have come to my defense. I know a lot of you also watch multiple individuals. And at this point, since I'm moving on, I would ask that you do the same thing as well. There's nothing to be gained from, going after individuals. I appreciate it, and I can't stop you from doing it, but I would ask that for me, you don't go after these individuals because, like I said, they're just doing what they do. It's just the nature of the game. It's the way it's played, and it's not worth my time, and it's not worth your time. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is cease and desist. What is done is done. Focus on the things you care about in life. In the game, focus on just enjoying it. One thing that wargaming, I guess, has had trouble with doing is actually building a community. But if they can't do it, let's try and do it for them. So go out there and be that positive force for the community. And again, I'm not telling you don't unfollow anyone. I've got no issues with it. I have no competitors. I don't. I really don't. This has never been about competition. So yeah, just after today, it's done. It's over. It is what it is, and I harbor no ill will towards anything or anyone. Even the people out there that have attacked me head on, you know what? I get it. It is what it is. So, anyhow, I look forward to providing content in the future for you all. Again, you'll see some different stuff. It might be more sporadic, but I'm not going away. And not being a CC doesn't change anything really, except for the fact that I don't get those little perks and the ships that come early, and honestly, really, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, being a CC doesn't make who I am. It really doesn't. I've accomplished enough in life that I'm not too worried about that. So, yeah, that's about it. I think that sums it up. So, once again, thank you everyone for the support. And, I really hope you have a great week. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Please remember our fallen. Remember the ones that have fought so hard in the United States to give us our freedom of speech. And just use this weekend to honor them if you want to. I know it's a huge holiday, and sometimes we lose sight of what occurred and why we have Memorial Day. Veterans Day is for the living. Memorial Day is for those that gave the ultimate sacrifice. So if you are drinking a beer or having some bourbon this weekend, pour one out for the fallen. And I will use this moment, if you are still watching, if you are, just as a Memorial Day tribute also to Luke James, Second Lieutenant Luke James. We were cadets at Oklahoma State University, and while I didn't know him at a very good personal level, we definitely ran into each other numerous times. He was a little older than me, and he deployed early in the war and was the first casualty that we had at Oklahoma State. He was killed in Iraq, and I kind of reflect on that every Memorial Day because that's when it started hitting home what was going on back then in the 2003-2004 time frame. And he left behind a wife, a child, and I sincerely hope that they're doing well right now, and they've been able to move on. But this weekend is for people like them, and I know you veterans out there get it. So anyhow, you all have a wonderful weekend, and as always, thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for everything you all do. You guys are still a great community. You always have been. I love interacting with you all. I'll continue to interact with you all. And obviously in-game, in video, it's all about just positivity and having a good time and focusing on the good things. But now that you know what my Twitter's about, if you don't have an open mind or agree with other people's opinions or want to give them the right to have them, probably just steer clear of it. Just turn it off, walk away. Yeah. Anyhow, thanks for everything, guys. I'm out.